All right, guys. As promised, today we're gonna do X, issue number one of Dark Horse Comics. I know nothing about this character. I know how he looks. I know how that he's called X. I don't know his backgrounds, what he can do, and all that stuff. Except that he's a brutal anti-hero. And I must say, I have a lot of comics now. Leave volume one and look at this. This is almost new. Very small spine tick here, but it looks like it's brand new. That's so cool. And this comic is from, I believe, 1993. Four. Damn. 30 years old. Anyway, so let's dive in. We still are in Arcadia. I did the Ghost issue number one yesterday. Check that out. Subscribe to my channel and all that YouTube jazz. So X is also in Arcadia. The ice winds blows up the river to the heart of Arcadia. He still feels ice burning his dying skin. A year already. A year. From the waterfront to the summits, the city moans at the first kiss of a new winter. His winter. As long as he has listened, the city has moaned its pain. So I thought, okay, but who are the creators? Well, look at this image. It's by Stephen Grant and Doc Mahnke. I didn't know that at that time. So this we see an early, one of his earliest work in comics. James Palmiotti is the inking, etc. Nice. I like this. Anyway, so we are at this, construction building where a couple of people are talking to a guy, right? And then talk about X, that he is, mining his, how do you say? X is doing some stuff that thwarts their plans, if you can say it, right? So he says, hey, these guys are marked. His face is up there and his brother too. His brother is this guy, right? And we're going to uproot this precious waterfront. There's a fortune in real estate here, if properly developed. These came for us a week ago. Death threats, warnings. Good. Visual aids. You think I come all the way to Arcadia without knowing what's what? Jonas? I can call you Jonas, can I? So this guy is, I believe, a hired killer. And he says, did I make clear what I need from you? I know, 25 grand as usual. What, in advance? No way, we pay for work completed, that's it. Where did you get the schlemiel, he says. So it seems that, wait a minute. All right, here we go. So the brother says, I used him before, Jonas. It wasn't us on the line before. How do we know he's not going to take the money and run? You don't. Life is a gamble, isn't it? Don't you walk away from us. Stop right there. Jonas, no, Amos, look at the way he smirks. He's not going to do anything for us. So then he grabs him by the tie. Watch your mouth. You wouldn't want to be calling me a thief. And I said, life's a gamble. That's pretty much a sure thing. You want to shoot me? Shoot me. Think I'm afraid to die? Come on. No, I don't think so. Your brother needs a new diaper, Amos. Anyway, so he says he's crazy. He wasn't holding on to anything. One slip, we could have. That's right, we could have. That's why they call me Gamble. You embarrass me, Jonas. I warned you about that. So Peter here is whimpering because he's here. So X is here jumping from this beam here, I guess. Somewhere a mother locks the doors and windows and frightens a child. Good with the threats of the X-killer. Somewhere another rumor spreads, carried on in the wind. So then a couple other guys comes out and says, hey, you gamble? Maybe, why? So, I don't know. They threaten him. And he says, but before he can do anything, they heard the rumors, the guesses. Who is X? So this guy's dead. An escaped maniac triggered by faces of the moon, an avenging angel wielding fire and steel, a devil raining down brimstone and blood. So this Peter guy is begging, right? He says, don't kill me. I do anything you want. So X says, tell him it's over. The crime, the corruption, all them living high and rich on corpses and ruined lives. One warning, one mark. The second mark is the mark of death. Tell them it's my city now. Tell them it's my time. Tell them. So there are some couple of kids here, robbing this dead guy. So they're running away, and X grabs one of these kids and he says, I didn't kill him. I swear. X says, I know. I did. The man who walked out here, which way did he go? Some man grabbed him. A big car. I don't know. Tango. So who's Tango? I don't know. Well, he's a crime boss, and he's looking at constellations and all that stuff because that's a big part of the theme here with Mr. Tango, right? And he says, hey, they don't exist, What don't? Constellations, stars are millions of miles apart. The only patterns in them are the ones we put there, right? So Tango says, hey, I heard you are making some moves in my city, right? My Steel Harbor associates warned me about you, Gamble. I don't approve of your presence here. The Delulis hire you to kill me. If I'm your target, you won't leave this room alive. Maybe, but neither would you. Some costume guy. Looks like a Mexican wrestler. The ex-killer. You can kill. What the hell do you think you're doing? So he grabs some money and he says, hits in Arcadia are arranged through me. This is my cut. Don't ever speak to me like that again. Whatever you say, Carmine. The Stars business? Is it true what I heard? You whack one of your own lieutenants because the Stars told you so? You take chances, Gamble. Every chance I get. I like that, giving this killer some kind of a personality, right? Reckless. But then a little bit later, some vultures, like journalists here, probably not vultures in that timeline, compared to what we have now. Anyway, is try to talk to the mayor because of the crime and about the ex-killer, right? So he goes into this office. So Gamble is here. And he says, hey, I wanted to have a few words about the ex-killer. Get out of here. And he throws the knife. A lot of your political enemies end up dead with his mark on them. What were their names? Sauer, Johnson, Briggs, Bradstreet, the Lulings. Interesting pattern. He worked for you, Major? Don't be ridiculous. Shh. We're not talking about me here. Tell him about this kid. So the kid is, the kid from earlier, from here. So this guy thinks that the kid is connected to the ex-killer and he wants to know where he is, and then the mayor doesn't spill anything. So you don't know anything? What makes you a politician, right? Forget the kid. I'll find him. I found both of them. Just put Olive out of your mind. Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm no professional killer. I make my living at games of chance. Murder is how I unwind. It's something to think about. So, and then he calls the commissioner and says, hey, you can tell him he can have that special team if he plays things my way. So, yeah, he has the cops in his pocket, right? So I wonder how that plays out. Our killer is going back to his car. Rumors stolen from movies and old stories. A criminal driving out his competition. Dead man back from the grave to avenge his murder. A government experiment gone awry, let free to prey on unsuspecting city. The city takes human form to purge itself of its intolerable corruption. Some say he's God, all-knowing and everywhere and full of wrath. Yeah, he's been marked. I like that. So X is here, stalking the rooftops, and wait a minute. Let me. Right. Okay. So sorry. So Gamble here is taking a kid, and he says, "Hey, tell me where X is, and I'm gonna make you I'll leave you alone, right? Because it seems that he's very easy to follow, and that would put a target on this boy. So basically, he threatens him, right? So and then here's something on the roof. Looks like you just got lucky, kid. Don't push it. Nobody lucks last forever. Nobody's but mine. The more rumors, the better. The more widespread the rumors, the greater the fear. The greater the fear, the greater his power. For him, all rumors are true. Now look at this beast of a man. All jacked up, all muscled. Had a hunch you were following me, says Gamble. Win a few, lose a few. But then X, instead of saying anything, damn it, ads, smacks him real in the face, loses his gun. That was your best shot? Who you were some tough guy. Better guy last night, you weren't so tough. Funny thing is, he thought he had me. Now I have to look up and collect, but then, yeah, you lose, says X. Great move. Any other game, it will be a winning move. This isn't a game, says X. It's all a game, man. You think I spend this afternoon twiddling my thumbs waiting for the kid? Actually pretty smart, so he's just, laying some traps here, planning some explosives, right? And he says, where I come from, you don't show your cards before you play them. Any other way is a sucker's way. And the whole thing explodes here. Really well done. Nice effects here. Color is in a little bit too brownish for me, but maybe that's deliberate. So X can pop, with the red and the dark blue black costume, right? I mean, look at this. This looks fantastic. Not so fast, sucker. Answer me something. What do you have against me? Why didn't I get a warning? Sometimes it's a waste of time. Sometimes, okay, off with the mask. I want to know who the hell you are before I kill you. So the kid comes up, and because of the fire, right, he just falls almost. He says, looks like your luck is about to be used up. So then he tucks on his own cape and does this. This looks great. So he's just jumping off the wall, uses his momentum, and he says, what the hell are you? Guess. Say it. The killer says, deaf. You're deaf. I like the way he looms about the edge, right? Like a crazy man. Well, he's probably a crazy man. So then the kid is almost falling. He says, help, I can't hold on. So Gamble says, what'll be, him or me? No time for both. What'll be? An image too dim to be a memory. A boy. Fire. A dim image brighter than thought or instinct, stronger than fear or ambition. He doesn't care about the boy. He cares about the fire. Another boy. An image beyond memory. This looks fantastic, man. Really well done. Really well done. He won't lose to fire again. Where is he? Gone. He got away, but you're the X-Killer. No one's supposed to escape the X-Killer. It's not over. Go home. That was my home. The image is gone, and he returns. Who is X? X is X. All rumors are true. You're alive. Make do. That's the end of the book, of issue number 1. I love it. I don't know. I think it's great. The writing is sharp. I mean, X has barely any dialogue, but it's the world around him that tells the story, and he's just a part of that world, this avenging angel. Really well done. And this is going to be continued in the issue number 2 that we're going to, X versus X that we're going to review. Now, what I think of this overall, I think this comic is great. I love this darker image, this darker world. I mean, back in the 90s, there was, comics like this, like Ghost, Predator, Aliens, this more nitty gritty, over the edge, more like adult kind of comics, if you will, more black and white, and then we have stuff from Image back at the 90s, and then if you want to have some lighter stuff, some superhero stuff, you go to Marvel and DC. There was a balance, for people that like this stuff, like me. That I've missed completely back in the 90s because I was more into the superhero stuff, and my taste changes over the years. But now I don't know what's going on with the comic book industry, but the balance is completely gone. It's just, I don't know, the stories aren't that fun anymore. It seems that the creators, except for a few here and there, are afraid to taking risks or something. It's way too safe, way too clean, right? I mean, I like what Image is doing, but even though some of those comics are a little bit on their safer side, and they're taking some risk, but their formula actually works. What Dark Horse is doing nowadays, I don't know. I really don't know. But this is what I like, and I wish we could go back to this, you know? Yeah, this is my 2 cents. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about this. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.